video. It is the 5th of January 2015. I'd like to say Happy New Year to all of my subscribers, let you know that I'm perfectly fine. I just wanted to take Christmas, New Year's, and holidays off, spending time with my family, doing some soul searching, and I'll tell you guys, I got some good advice for you guys. I'm going to give a little prediction of what I think is going to be happening this year. In my estimation, with the way things are going, I really think as far as gold and silver is concerned, we're going to be seeing, in my opinion, and this is just an opinion, doesn't mean it's going to happen or it means it's right, but in my opinion, I really think you're going to see another hammering of the physical metals in the beginning. And then I think before this year is over, you're going to see some rising in the silver and the gold, obviously. Where it's going to be, I mean, it's anybody's guess. In a manipulated market, they're going to manipulate it as long as people will allow it and continue to play their game. As far as the soul searching, I've made a lot of new discoveries in my life, and I've come to the conclusion that people need to be happy. People need to sometimes just get away from the constant negativity. And I've learned that, and this hopefully will help other people, because I know during holidays some people get depressed, some people are alone, they may not have family or friends, they might get depressed, and, you know, you also have Valentine's coming up in another month. People get lonely and they have nowhere to turn sometimes. And I want people to understand that one of the things that I've searched and I've learned throughout my lifetime on YouTube, and I've been here since 2011, basically 2010, but seriously, what you know this channel to be since 2011. What I've learned is negativity can only affect you if you allow it. Now, I know that might sound like, oh, that's just an easy thing to deal with. And it doesn't necessarily mean that if you decide that you won't let it affect you, because after all, it is a choice, that things won't change. In other words, bad things can still happen. But this is what I've learned, that you will never be able to stop an avalanche, but you can move out of the way. So if you go through times where things are hard or things are challenging, and believe me, just on this channel, in everywhere else in my life, everything is fine. I mean, I have great friends, great family, my jobs are doing decent. The Oregon pyramids and my organic products have been selling like crazy even after Christmas. I want to thank everybody that basically made me sold out on so many things, and I've seen people order 3, 4 different times, the same people, telling me how much they love what I do. But you can't, this channel was the only thing where negativity was coming my way from a few people. Well, not actually a small amount of people. And what I've learned throughout the years is you can't let it affect you, because you can't stop people from doing the wrong thing. But you can control yourself and your decisions on how it affects you. And like I said, guys, think of it like an avalanche. If that avalanche is coming towards you, you could sit there and curse at it. You could sit there and want to fight it. You could sit there and cry. You could sit there and complain. You could sit there with a picket sign. You could get down on your knees and pray. But all that's going to do is have the avalanche come straight down on you. The simple, easiest solution is to move out of the way. So you can't stop it, but you could stop what it does to you. So the whole gold and silver thing, yes, I honestly think I don't believe that my decisions in the long term are ever a mistake. So I am still a firm believer in the precious metals will help those who rely on nothing but paper, because that end game will come eventually. Nobody knows exactly when. That's the difficult part. And in a corrupt system where the many allow the few to control them, they're going to take advantage of our trust, of our naivety, of our unwillingness to change. And I've said pretty much everything I could say on this channel. So Where this channel goes, I guess it depends on the people and what people decide to do for themselves. Because, for example, with some of the videos I've done talking about what needs to be done to be free, no one ever really wants to do. And I've had the question asked repeatedly, what do we do? Where do we go? How do we fix it? Well, until everybody decides it's time that we no longer allow the oppression, we're just going to keep taking these free things that they give us, these little crumbs, and control us in the direction they want us to go. And this is what I tell people. Think of it, and I've used this analogy before, but just in case of you, because I have a lot of new subscribers. The funny thing is I haven't made a video since Christmas, and I've gained about 250 subscribers since then. So welcome to the new people. But I want you to think about being a person that was living on the land. You get kidnapped by a pirate, and they kidnap you and place you on a ship, and then set sail to the middle of nowhere in the middle of the ocean. You have no idea where you are. And let's say this ship holds 10,000 people, 9,000 which are the workers, the slaves. And you have 1,000 people, including the captain, that are controlling you. Now, let's say one of you decides, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. And for whatever reason, the captain decides, you know what, I don't want a mutiny to start, so you know what, you want to be free? Go ahead, you're free. So now you're free on a boat in the middle of nowhere, going where you don't know where, and you have no control over the boat. So are you really free? While you let all the others do all the work and slave, while you're still on that ship in the middle of nowhere with no control of your destiny. But if those 9,000 people decided, we're not going to allow this anymore, we're not going to let these few people take advantage of us, because we together are strong, and the 9,000 people go up to the 1,000 plus the captain and say, you know what, we're taking over this boat, and there's nothing you could do to stop us. Then you could steer that boat wherever you want to go, and you can go home. And I've tried to teach this, but the people at the top, the people that are in control, they're very smart. They use their brains wisely, and it's very easy to manipulate people and control people by giving them what they want. Little trinkets, little bits of entertainment, little bits of distraction, and lots of fear. And the many are spread, divide and conquer, and they feel there's nothing they can do. And like I've always said, whether you're right or you're wrong, you're right, because you will always, your life will dictate what you believe in or what you know. So if you don't think you can do anything, you're not going to be motivated to do anything, so you won't do anything. If you're motivated to do something, like your life depends on it, you will do everything in your power to make sure it happens. You combine 50% of the world into doing that very same thing, there's nothing we can't change. So the gold and silver may dip, may rise. But is your life really worth being stuck on that slave ship? Allowing the few to manipulate you out of fear, out of ignorance, being entertained, given some free trinkets. Well, they steal everything from us until one day there's nothing left to steal. There is no such thing as destiny. And I'll show you, I've done this before. If I show destiny, the future of this pen is if I let it go, it will drop to the table. So let's let it go, and it dropped. That's one destiny. Here's another. Stopping it from ever completing that destiny. So in other words, it's all about choice. It's all about what you decide to do. And if you do nothing, the destiny is guaranteed. But there is always several paths on any road. And it just depends on which ones you're willing to take. Some people will never go anywhere. Some people will turn around. Some people will keep going in the same direction, never knowing that there are alternative choices. And you can cry, you can complain, you could pray, you could hope, you could fight all you want. But until you decide to move out of the way or go in a different direction, you're just heading down the same path. So, where this channel goes, I don't know. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying my life. Things are going the way I want them to. I've said everything I've had to say. I'm sure there will be more things I will say, so if I do, I will say them. This channel is not going away. But I want people to know that you have the power to do anything that you want, including nothing. But if you allow evil to control you, it's nobody's fault but your own, because you've allowed it to happen. And all you have to do is just move out of the way. So thanks for watching, guys. If you appreciate what I do, you'll leave your comments, you'll hit the like button, you'll even share it. And if you've never seen one of my videos before, maybe you'll hit subscribe. We'd love to have you here. But I thank you all, and I hope you all had a happy new year. And 2015, at least for me, is going to be a very good year. And I hope it will be for you. But that depends on what you're willing to do to make it that. Time will tell. Peace.